Hey everyone, and welcome. So if you've been beekeeping for at least a year, you've probably heard people talking about the BBKA Basic Assessment. Well, today, we're going to break down the whole thing, what it is, how to get ready for it, and why it's such a game changer for your beekeeping. Let's dive in.
Let's just start with the single most important thing to remember. This isn't just about getting a piece of paper. The whole point of the basic assessment, the real promise, is that it will absolutely make you a better, more confident, and way more capable beekeeper.
So here's our game plan. We're going to walk through 5 key areas to get you totally prepared. First, we'll cover what the assessment is all about, then how to prep for the big day. We'll look at the hands-on hive inspection, tackle those oral questions, and finally celebrate what happens after you pass.
Okay, so first things first, what exactly is the basic? The best way to think about it is as an enabling assessment. Its whole purpose isn't to trick you or catch you out. It's designed to build you up and give you a really solid measure of your skills.
Right, here's the official definition. But I want you to notice the key words here: practical assessment and oral questions. What does that mean? It means no scary written exam. It's all about you showing your hands-on skills and just talking about what you know.
So what's in it for you? Honestly, a ton. It builds such a strong foundation for good beekeeping. You'll feel a real sense of confidence and pride. Plus, it's a great badge of confidence if you're trying to get an apiary site on an allotment or something. And it's the gateway. You need it for all the other BBKA assessments down the line.
So, are you ready for it? Well, the main thing is you need to have managed at least one colony of bees for a full 12 months. That just makes sure you've seen them through all the seasons, the whole cycle. If you're brand new, honestly, the best advice is just to relax, enjoy your first year, and then aim for the basic in year 2. Okay, let's switch gears and get into the really practical stuff. This next part is all about getting ready for assessment day, what you need to do, and importantly, what you need to bring with you. First up, let's talk timing. My advice? Apply early. Just get in touch with your local association's exams secretary. For 2025, the big deadline for getting your application in is June 30th, and then all the assessments have to be done and dusted by the end of August. Now let's talk gear. The one word to remember here is hygiene. Everything, and I mean everything you bring has to be spotlessly clean. We're talking your bee suit, your boots, non-leather gloves, and especially your hive tools. They should be sitting in a washing soda solution. You'll also need a smoker that'll stay lit, a matchbox, and all the bits and pieces to put a frame together. And here's a perfect little example of the kind of detail they look for. When you build that frame, it takes exactly 11 nails. Not 10, not 12, 11. Little facts like this just show the assessor that you've done your homework and you really care about the craft. All right, this is it, the main event, the practical hive inspection. This is your chance to show off your skills in action. It's worth a full quarter of your total marks, so it's a huge opportunity to shine. The inspection itself follows a really clear logical path. First, you'll light your smoker, make sure you get it going nice and cool before you even approach the hive. Then you'll open up the hive nice and steady. The assessor wants to see you handling frames properly, always holding them over the hive just in case the queen takes a tumble. They'll ask you to check a specific frame for brood disease, and then you'll put it all back together carefully. Okay, what's the most critical piece of advice for the inspection? I'll tell you, narrate everything you do. The assessor can't read your mind, right? So just say what you're doing. Okay, I'm just gently lifting this frame, or I'm looking for eggs now. And I see a lovely pattern here. Seriously, verbalizing your thought process is absolutely key. And here's another key number to tuck away. If you're asked to take a bee sample for disease testing, you'll need about 30 bees. And a little pro tip, the best place to get them is from the outer combs, because that's where the older foraging bees hang out, and they're more likely to show signs of disease. So, once the practical part's over, you'll move on to the oral questions. Now, please don't be nervous about this. It's really just a conversation. It's designed to let you show off everything you've learned. The scoring is split up really evenly across 4 sections. Your practical inspection is 1 quarter, and the other 3 quarters come from your answers to questions about natural history, colony management, and, of course, swarm control. You are almost guaranteed to be asked about the bee life cycle. It's fundamental stuff. You just got to know these numbers: 16 days for a queen to develop, 21 for a worker, and 24 for a drone. Swarm control is a big one, and they'll want you to describe one method pretty well. The Pagden method is a really popular one to learn. Basically, you're splitting the colony. You're separating the queen and the flying bees from the nurse bees and all the brood. It basically tricks the colony into thinking it's already swarmed, so they chill out. Okay, let's move into our final section, and it's the best part. What happens after you pass? And what does it mean for your beekeeping journey from here on out? So, to pass, you need to get at least 50% in all 4 of those sections, but you can definitely aim higher. If you get 75%, that's a credit. And if you really knock it out of the park with 90% or more, you get a distinction. And here's something I really want you to take away. The Basic has a super high pass rate. Assessors are not there to trip you up. They are on your side. They'll ask you extra questions to help pull out the knowledge that they know you have. They genuinely want you to pass. And what happens when you do pass? Well, you get a beautiful certificate and you get this awesome sew-on badge for your bee suit. But honestly, the best part is the confidence you feel, knowing your skills have been validated. It's just a fantastic feeling. So that brings us right to the end. After seeing how supportive and valuable this whole assessment is, there's really only one question left to ask. Why don't you give it a try this year?